best in small, concentrated volumes?
Coffee, always best in large, dilute volumes.
Actually, gentlemen, spray applications are a lot like coffee. Sometimes you need a lot, other times you need a little.
Do we just get miffed on our own show?
Traditionally, spray applications have been herbicides sprayed into relatively small canopies. We weren't that worried about penetrating that canopy, and we focused instead on controlling drift and being more efficient, and that's why we used low water volumes.
Yeah, but nowadays, it's later season application. And when you're spraying fungicides, you're not after weeds. I come from a horticultural background. We spray a lot more fungicide and insecticide than we do herbicide, and that means there's different concerns.
So how do you approach the problem?
Well, there's no one magic bullet volume I can advise. Instead, we teach sprayer operators to follow 4 simple rules, and that way they can figure out what the spray volume is best for their situation.
Hey, no coffee in the lab.
Step 1 is understanding how the product works. Is it a soil active? Is it a foliar active? Is it local? Is it systemic? Understanding how the product works determines where the spray should go.
Most of our modern products are systemic though. They move within the plant.
Yes, but to combat resistance, we're seeing more contact herbicides. And as for insecticides and fungicides, yes, there are those that translocate, but most of it is local. That means most of them are contact, and that means we have to hit the target.
How do I find out how well a product is translocated?
Well, you have to do some homework. And local guides to pest control are a great place to start. Step 2 is understanding the target. Is it a small weed? Is it a broad leaf? Maybe it's a mobile insect. Understanding the target helps us to determine the spray quality needed to hit the target.
So I get that you have to know the target before you can hit it, but what can you do about it?
Well, that's the spray quality. Certain droplet sizes are better suited to hit certain targets. This would be easier to explain if we had a target, like a plant. Small targets like aphids, petioles, or these cotyledons are more effectively targeted by finer droplets, because finer sprays have more droplets and they can cling to smaller targets.
What about coarser droplets?
Coarser sprays have fewer, larger droplets that can miss small targets and are prone to runoff, especially on waxy and vertical targets.
Sounds like the fine sprays have all the advantages.
In these examples, yes, but finer spray is smaller. It's more prone to drift because it evaporates more quickly and it has very little momentum.
So then the ideal spray quality is small enough to stick to the target, but large enough to actually get there.
Exactly, and you can affect your spray quality by changing nozzles, or if it's just a small change, maybe adjusting your pressure.
So what does all have to do with water volume?
Well, to understand that, we have to go to step 4, and that's understanding the plant canopy. Quite often our target is inside a dense canopy. Imagine looking at it from the nozzle's perspective. Walk your fields and look down. If you can see the target, you're in good shape. If you can't, you've got a challenge.
How about spray and pray? That's worked for generations.
Today's field crops, they're denser than ever before. A good strategy? Use smaller droplets and more water volume. That means you've got more droplets and it increases your odds of hitting the target.
So more volume is always better?
Not always. It's a good place to start, but you can go too far. Most of the spray gets hung up at the top of the canopy. Even small droplets will run off if there's enough of them. Combining higher water volumes with smaller droplets will help, but not if you create runoff.
Sounds like it's easy to put on too much water actually, but we don't have a lot of other options.
Not necessarily. Horticulture has long used air assist on the back of tow-behind sprayers. It entrains the spray, reduces drift, and opens the canopy to expose it to the targets. And now, in North America, we're seeing more self-propelled sprayers with the air assist option.
So how do we know when we have the settings right?
One great strategy is the use of water-sensitive paper. Put this deep in the canopy or wherever your target is. Spray, and if you don't like what you see, you're going to have to reconsider your spray droplet size and your water volumes.
Time for cup number 5. You guys want a refill?
Ooh, with all this talk of water volume, where's your washroom?